As we know, sometime in this world's past, people destroyed themselves and apes rose up to dominate the primitive world that followed. There are a few things that I'd like to know more about, such as what prompted them to start wearing clothes, how they domesticated horses again, and especially where they got all the guns and how they stay supplied with ammunition. Doesn't Urko have a standing order to take them alive? The boys managed to escape the patrol, but this isn't your typical television shoulder wound. It hit him in the abdomen somewhere, and he is in bad shape.
We gotta get him to a hospital.
Oh, yeah, great Pete. What hospital? Our Blue Cross expired about 1,000 years ago.
There is a medical center outside Central City.
Come on, Galen, you must be out of your mind. We walk into an ape hospital, we can forget about reading any more continued stories.
They aren't exactly in a position to select a doctor from their HMO's list. At the same time, apes aren't known for their great compassion toward humans, especially these humans.
I know the chief surgeon. She'll help us.
Galen, we're enemies of the state.
Alan, you've got no choice.
She's a physician. She doesn't care about your politics. And even if she did know about you, I mean, she wouldn't turn her back on anyone who's in trouble.
You know that?
Oh, yes. Yes, we used to be very close once. In fact, well, we were going to get married, but things didn't work out, but we are still the best of friends.
Are you sure she sees it that way? Galen will slip over there and talk to her.
And don't you worry about my being able to convince Kyra. I happen to be an expert on feminine psychology.
Pete laughed at that before I could. But we should all have a really good laugh because I don't care what species you are. Any guy who makes that claim shouldn't.
Kyra, I watched the operation. You did a brilliant job.
Technically brilliant. And the patient died.
The operation was a success. The surgical knowledge we learned from these failures will someday benefit other patients, other surgeons.
Well, it's not a very satisfying philosophy.
That's Kyra, Galen's former girlfriend. Now she has a thing going with the head surgeon there, Dr. Leander.
I'll see you at the conference tomorrow night, won't I?
Conference?
A private lecture I'm giving on the therapeutic virtues of vegetable casserole and apricot wine. I'm holding it in my apartment at 8.
Is attendance mandatory?
Only for you.
In that case, I'll be there.
The expressions they got out of those ape masks were a big part of why we could suspend disbelief. That little nose wrinkle she did, how hard is it to attach the mask so that it looks so perfect? Not to mention, how uncomfortable were those things?
Hello, Kyra.
As simple as that. This to remind me, a casual hello, and everything else is forgotten.
I get the feeling our expert didn't see that coming. She says, "Go away, you're a criminal." He says, "You don't really believe that, and I'm here for an important reason."
Kyra, a friend of mine has been hurt.
You don't have any friends but renegade humans.
Unless you help him, he may die.
Why should I care if a human dies?
Well, if for no other reason, because I care. A very great deal.
But I don't know you anymore. You're a stranger who's chosen to live with humans.
Is that such a dreadful crime?
And if so, explain why. But remember, you're a doctor and a scientist. Don't give me cultural superstitions. Give me a solid reason.
I should call the police.
Well, they'd kill me.
They'd be doing justice.
I loved you. But to hear you say those words now, I'm sorry I came.
I'm gonna say she's still kinda bitter and the expert didn't see it coming. He may need more training in feminine psychology.
Galen, you were a decent, law-abiding ape once. What happened?
Well, I had this terrible accident. I collided with the truth. I discovered that humans and apes are supposed to be equals, not masters and slaves.
There are certain elements within ape society that can't handle that idea, but it really is true. Pete and Alan are his brothers now.
Oh, Galen. I thought I'd forgotten you. Had a chance to find a new happiness. I should have known you'd come back to destroy that chance.
He's not here to try and rekindle something. He's not here to try and take you away from Dr. Leander. He's here to appeal to your oath as a doctor to help those who need it. She gives him some food to take back to his friends.
What took you so long?
Oh, well, I had to pick up a medical degree. This is for that renowned specialist, Dr. Adrian.
Wonderful.
And this is a smock, and it's for his faithful servant.
Naturally.
Well, under the circumstance, it was the best position available.
Galen is really getting into this. Alan says, "How do I get to the clinic? I can't walk."
My dear Alan, a patient of your eminence should not have to walk at all. Not at all.
Oh, I hope he keeps doing that voice and accent. It's gonna make me laugh every time he does. Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm delivering grain for the prefect. I need help. He will beat me if I am late.
Now they have transportation. The human got away, but they're not worried. The gorilla might be another matter when he wakes up, but maybe Galen can hang around and convince him it was a mountain lion that hit him.
Hello, Dr. Adrian.
Dr. Kyra, I'm sorry we are late. We've met with this accident. My personal servant has been injured.
Traven, make room for these two in the humans' quarters.
Yes, Doctor.
I'll show you to your room, Dr. Adrian.
Yes.
Traven is kind of the head human around here. There are strict rules and he enforces them.
Where?
Put him on that bed.
Now, wait a minute. Not here. He needs his own room.
I have my own room. All the other humans sleep here.
Pete is trying to explain that it's dangerous for Alan to be around all these people in his weakened condition. He doesn't need to pick up sepsis on top of everything else. Traven says, those are the rules.
That's a very progressive system, but it doesn't apply to us.
It applies to everyone.
Hey, Pete, let a long moment for you.
Look, we work exclusively for Dr. Adrian, and he gets very nervous when his servants get pushed around. So whatever passes for the luxury accommodations around here, that's where my friend goes.
Pete, let it alone.
Or would you prefer that I have Dr. Adrian report you to Dr. Kyra?
In there.
Hush, Alan. Pete's got this.
This is terrific. What is it, dried mule hoofs? Say, you wouldn't have some sauce for a taste killer, would you?
We have what we have.
Oh, thank you.
Don't talk to her.
I was just going to ask her name.
She has no name.
Now we encounter a weird situation. They say she's evil and she was punished by becoming an unperson, to use Orwellian terminology. She can do menial stuff like this, but otherwise she doesn't exist. Oh, and by the way, she's also Traven's daughter. Somebody call CPS, quick. And by the way, Traven, he already explained that your rules don't apply to him, so he'll talk to her if he ding-dang well feels like it.
It's no good. All the medical texts deal with apes. There's nothing on humans.
But you know where the bullet is.
We know the bullet is lying near a nerve. We don't know what the nerve looks like or where it runs. It may be in an area of large blood vessels. If we go in blindly, we could kill him.
I think it's safe to say the two anatomies aren't that different, but she not only lacks the knowledge to do this, without more information, she doesn't have the confidence.
Kyra, if I could find a book on human anatomy, would it help?
There are no books on human anatomy. What ape would have bothered to write one?
No, I mean a human book.
What are you talking about? Humans do not write medical texts.
They used to. A long time ago, when they ruled the earth.
Hold on, humans did what?
You're really mad, aren't you?
No, I've seen such books.
Where? In the fantasies of your deranged mind?
Oh, no. In Zaius' study.
That left her speechless. The idea that their leader, Dr. Zaius, would deliberately conceal information like this doesn't compute in her head. But even though he apparently hurt her, she trusts Galen not to lie to her.
If we are caught, it means death.
If we get caught, I'll confess that I forced you to do this by threatening your life.
Do you think I want you to die?
No one wants to die. Human or ape. But we can't turn back now. We can't.
It's too late to turn back now.
I wonder what Galen would look like with that mustache. Dude, I don't care what you think she did. You start hitting a woman and you'll also have me in your face. If you think you're a rough, tough cowboy for slapping a girl around, bring it on and let's see what you got, big man. I must apologize. Even when it's pretend, stuff like that sends my anger into overdrive. Regular viewers know that while I know multiple ways to use these, I've never actually had to. On the rare occasions when I stepped into a situation like this, the dudes back down pretty quickly. It helps to be 6 feet tall, 250 pounds with wide shoulders and 18-inch biceps. Put that with having my hands like this rather than ordinary fists, and the intimidation factor has worked every time so far. I'm fine with that.
Stop! What's going on here? Tell me. Leifer, what happened?
It was her fault. She spilled the water.
Is that why you beat her, because she spilled the water?
All of us are required to discipline the girl. It's our duty. The girl is evil and must be punished so the evil doesn't touch us.
And who made that rule, Traven? How is she evil? What did she do? If he looks familiar, you're probably a fan of the original Star Trek. Michael Strong played Dr. Roger Corby in the episode What Are Little Girls Made Of? He transferred his consciousness into an android and built himself a hot girlfriend. Then Kirk brought his ex-girlfriend around and threw a monkey wrench into the whole operation. And by the way, Pete will hang on to the knife for now.
You been this route before?
a few times.
Halt! This is a restricted area. What are you doing here?
Emergency! We have been summoned to the house of Zaius.
Zaius?
He has had a heart attack. Are we going to spend the rest of the day discussing it?
No, sir. We'll give you an escort. Proceed.
Add a couple of accessories and your cart becomes an ambulance. Zaius is away, which is how one tends to like it when one intends to burgle his house.
There it is, as always. Oh, it's locked.
No, it isn't.
Where did you learn to do that?
Jersey City, PS 103.
Oh. That's it?
Good.
That's the one.
Some creative use of a few pillows, a bust of Zaius, and a blanket on the stretcher, and they're back at the clinic with the book.
Diagrams of the circulatory system, surgical procedures. Is this a medical text or a work of fiction?
You knew the answer the moment you saw it.
Can't believe that a human wrote this.
Yet she said herself no ape would bother to write such a book. That leaves the horse.
If Zaius knew about it, why didn't he let us know?
Political reasons. If humans could write books like this, would they be content to be slaves? Zaius was afraid that it would mean the end of our civilization.
Not to mention, his position is tenuous as it is, and Urko is on the edge of his seat waiting for the right moment to move in, depose Zaius, and set up a military dictatorship. Suggesting that everything they know about humans is wrong could be the catalyst he needs. Zaius is in that ever-popular place between a large piece of Earth's crust and an unyielding surface.
We may not be able to operate.
What? What do you mean?
His hallucinations indicate that the bullet has moved closer to a nerve. Now, if we try to operate, that could cause severe internal bleeding. In his condition, he can't stand any kind of a blood loss.
We can transfuse blood during the operation.
Blood transfer is impossible. We tried it a few years ago.
The trouble is, they don't know anything about blood types. They grabbed the first donor they could get, and the mismatch killed the patient.
Leander concluded that transferring blood from one being to another is against the laws of nature.
They tried it once, it didn't work, and he concluded it's impossible. Reminds me of that old joke about an American and an Englishman on a train. The American ordered a whiskey and asked the Brit if he'd like one. No, thank you. Tried it once, didn't like it. Later, the American pulled out a cigar and offered one to the British man. No, thank you. Tried it once, didn't like it. They chatted some more, and when they reached their station, a lady and a little boy were waiting for the Englishman. He introduced them as his wife and son. The American replied, "Your only child, I presume."
You must have tried it with a mismatched donor. Look, there's a very simple blood test that we can do right here to find a compatible donor. Surely there must be one among all these humans.
She's been lamenting how little they know about humans' internal workings. Okay, you have someone here who knows a lot more about it than you do. Follow his lead. Unfortunately, he's tested all but one of the humans, and there's not a single match. Mostly because Alan's blood type is AB negative, about as rare as it gets.
I've only got 11 samples. I was told there are 12 humans here.
There are only 11.
What about the girl?
She's not a person.
Does she have blood? Then go get her. He refuses. The fact that she has blood is the problem.
I'm evil. Now please let me go.
Who says you're evil? Why are you evil?
Please leave me alone.
Tell him. I said tell him.
Please.
Tell him.
I killed my brother.
That one transfusion they tried, that was it. He was in an accident and needed blood. They transfused him with her blood and he died. They concluded that her blood was evil, so she was evil and had to be erased. She's only guilty of one thing, their ignorance.
All right, now listen to me. Her blood was not evil. It was incompatible. It was the wrong chemical type, that's all. That's what killed your son. That transfusion should never have been tried.
If she gives your friend her blood, he'll die. Just like my son.
The only way he's going to believe this is to see it, so let's get on with it. Alan isn't getting any stronger while we sit around and talk.
Okay, little lady. Now you just lie still, and when I tell you to, you can start squeezing on that piece of wood, okay? Pulse is 72. Respiration's normal.
Gotta love the equipment. Exact replicas of what we use right up to the anesthesia mask, but made out of more primitive materials. I wonder what Alan would think if you told him he was breathing into a leather bag through a stick.
Kyra, why didn't you tell me you were operating?
Oh, that is my fault, Doctor. I was supposed to notify you. I forgot. I'm terribly sorry.
What kind of operation is this?
A bullet wound. The nerve system may be affected.
How did the human get a bullet wound?
Galen spins a tale about how he was accidentally shot while they were fighting off a bear, and now Dr. Kira is going after the bullet using some revolutionary new techniques that he, Dr. Adrian, has developed. Before he met Pete and Alan, I don't think anybody knew how skilled Galen was at this. Under their influence, he has developed into a fully functioning baloney factory. Leander questions the transfusion, and Dr. Adrian says he's using a new technique that's been successful at his clinic. Now Leander is intrigued because this could be a major breakthrough in medicine.
May I join you?
Oh, pleasure, Doctor. Pleasure. But would you mind just wearing this mask? Yes, we find it very useful in protecting us from the vapors.
You practice a fascinating kind of medicine, Dr. Adrian.
What? Oh, this book? It's just a novel I haven't returned to the library. I was afraid you'd report me and they'd increase my fine.
I can't reach the bullet. It's trapped. It's between a nerve cluster and a large blood vessel.
There's no way of removing that. You better close up.
Wait a minute. Make a second incision, 3 inches below the first. We'll try to get at the bullet from below the entry point.
What is he saying? Who is he?
To my orderly.
An orderly giving instructions to Dr. Kyra? Let me see that book.
Okay, but don't lose my place. It's just getting good. I don't think he's buying it.
Well, I see you have things well in hand, doctors. I think I can resume my other duties now.
Dr. Leander? I think you'd better stay.
It's safer for everybody that way. Plus, we might still need some of your expertise. Also, you tried to walk off with one of our masks.
Did he force you to do this?
No.
Then why?
I'm a doctor. I have no right to reject the truth.
The truth? That book is not truth. The book is treason. The book is madness.
That book exists. And to deny what exists is madness.
He doesn't have an answer for that, and he sure doesn't have an answer for the knife. Maybe he'll stay.
Go on with the transfer.
He'll die. I know he'll die.
Who knows how long she's endured this abuse, believing she deserved it. Like everybody else, she'll have to see it for herself. The good news is she has a ringside seat. Jamie Smith Jackson hit the ground running in 1973 when she landed the starring role in the controversial drug-themed movie Go Ask Alice. We last saw her in The Invisible Man. I couldn't find much more about her, but I can say for sure that both here and in Go Ask Alice, she's completely convincing. Zaius discovered the break-in and asked for the police. He got Urko, who was now pushing him around a bit.
Very impressive, this. Very impressive. And dangerous. You should have burned these as I warned you long ago.
One day, these books will serve us.
They will enslave us, Zaius.
These two are enslaving their populace by keeping them ignorant of the truth. The fact that humans produced books like these proves that the apes are also enslaving intelligent beings just like themselves. Urko's okay with that. Slavery is fine as long as he gets to be the owner and not the slave.
And the process has already begun. Look, Zaius. One of them is missing. Our burglar, it seems, was a better critic than we supposed. What does the burglar have, Zaius? A volume on human politics or a manual of war?
A book of surgery! Well, is there anything else?
No, Zaius. No.
Unfortunately, that told Urko what he needs to know. He doesn't care why they want it, but he knows where they took it. There's a scary moment when Alan's heart stops, but a combination of chest compressions and some stuff Dr. Leander has brings him back.
There it is. The bullet. Come on. Let's close up.
Leander is beyond impressed, especially that the blood transfusion worked. They can teach him how to do typing and save a lot of lives, human and ape.
Is he gonna be all right?
Yeah, he's gonna be all right. Thanks to you. I think you can probably forget about that nonsense about your evil blood.
He should have an uneventful recovery.
Listen. Leander, listen.
Kyra just had to open her mouth. Leander is a scientist and an honest ape. Now that he knows the truth, he knows what he has to do. Lie.
Listen, we're looking for some fugitives. Where are they hiding?
Fugitives?
Yes. 2 humans with a chimpanzee.
I don't understand.
They're lying.
Urko! Your shouting is disturbing my patients. It's all right, Traven, you can go.
The astronauts are here.
Astronauts?
Humans. 2 humans, special humans, different.
Different how? Half an hour ago, he himself said all humans look alike. I think the weight of that hat may be making it difficult for him to make up his mind. When he says they're with a chimpanzee and one might be hurt, Leander says, "Oh, those guys. They left a couple days ago. Didn't see which way."
I'd suggest you go too as quickly as possible.
Are you trying to give me orders?
No, of course not. I am merely giving you a medical warning. Come with me. Come. You see? The room of the dead. The busiest room since the coming of the plague.
Apes are hitting the ground like raindrops, but if you want to search the place, please go ahead. You do have a mask, yes?
Urko displayed a proper and satisfying respect for the plague.
Urko isn't too bright, but he does understand that staying alive is better than the alternative.
Why did you help these humans?
I was afraid they might take you along with them. And we have a date for tonight. Besides, if they had searched further, they might have found that.
Why do I have a feeling Zaius isn't getting it back? And suddenly 2 local doctors are going to be the most incredible experts in treating humans this place ever saw. The hard part about that will be keeping it quiet so Zaius doesn't figure out where his book wandered off to. It's time for the group to leave. They don't want to put their new friends in any more danger than they already have.
I can't leave here without knowing the name of the girl who saved my life.
Helen.
My name is Arna.
Arna. Thank you, Arna.
Goodbye.
Traven will accompany them past the checkpoints, and he promises Arna that when he comes back, everything will be as different as he can make it. In retrospect, you could see how much it was tearing him apart to have to shun her the way he did. May we all be as teachable as he is.
What do I say?
Well, if you're asking my opinion, I would suggest goodbye.
And no thanks to you?
Oh, I help your friends, but they helped me to have an accident. To collide with the truth about humans.
It does permanent injury to one's beliefs.
I've begun to see the effects even on Leander.
I'd call horse feathers if she wasn't. As I said, Leander is a scientist. He follows the evidence wherever it leads. If it leads to the discovery that the apes he respects most, the learned ones who look after the rest of them, have been lying about nearly everything, then the only question remaining is, what do you do with the knowledge?
I like him.
So do I. Goodbye, Galen.
Goodbye.
All aboard the Plague-mobile! They changed 3 minds today, 1 human and 2 ape. This is how change usually comes in a society, 1 at a time. You can hold events and draw big crowds, and you have no idea if any of them went away changed, never mind all of them. It's curious to see the different reactions to evidence like the surgical book, isn't it? Some will say, okay, we were wrong, and make changes to themselves and try to affect those around them with what they've found. Others, such as Zaius and Urkel, feel threatened because we've always done it this way, and if that gets out, we'll have to do it a different way. Just ask Zaius. And besides, if humans become equal to apes, I might lose my job. It's worth keeping the world ignorant to avoid that, now isn't it? I think it's safe to say the 2 anatomies, different reactions to 1 word at a time.